Hi guys, bought myself a new video camera the other day, and I used to use iMovie with my old camera, but this new one has got a different format. It's AVCHD, and iMovie used to import it absolutely fine but would convert it to QuickTime, and I was worried about losing a bit of quality, so I had a search round and found Premiere Elements, which doesn't convert when it imports. Trouble is, I've got a bit of a problem with it. I've set up a project here to try and show you what it is. I'll import some video, which is video clips from my last video, the truck, what's in your truck video, and I'll just open these to try and show you what happens. You can see the interface is fairly normal. I actually like it and get on with it really well. So we want to drag the clip down into the timeline. Oh, actually that's all three clips because they're all highlighted. Let's try and deselect. There we go, just select one. Drag it down into the timeline. Put it on video 1, audio 1. It comes up absolutely fine. Now you should be able to preview this so that you can edit it by clicking on the button here, but as you can see, nothing happens. It says it's running because you've got the pause symbol there. See there, it says pause, but nothing is actually happening. So even if you double click on the clip itself, you should be able to run it in its own little window. Exactly the same thing happens. Click on the play, says it's playing, but nothing happens. Frustrating. You can drag the pointer along and actually see what's going on, but it just will not play. You can skip backwards on the doodah, but it still won't play. I've spent hours and hours buggering about with this trying to get it to work. Sometimes it would just start on its own. All of a sudden it would start, no apparent reason. But I've discovered my little webcam, my iSight, I use this for my narration. And I'm not sure if it's out of frustration or just coincidence, I turned it on. And lo and behold, click on the play button, clips play. Press the key, spacebar, it stops, press it again, it starts. Totally under control. Very, very odd. So you can stop it, start it, just as it should be. I just don't know whether that's a crucial problem, or whether that you have to have a camera fitted. I just don't know what it is. The other thing I've noticed is that there's no lines across the top here. On all the other videos and tutorials I've seen, there's either a red line when it's not rendered or green line when it is. I've got nothing. You can add titles. See if we can add one here. Just extend it so you can see it a bit. Let's just put this one in. Just drag it down. And so it's a very simple program to use. And then you obviously just click inside there and change the title. I'll just put a quick one in here, test. Very straightforward. Click back down into the timeline, and that's it. Still no red or green line. It will just play. However, if we add a transition to to the timeline, which we can do from up here. Where are we? No, next one along. That's it, transitions. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, let's just put a quick dissolve in there. So if we stick a dissolve between the two, you can see there's a red line, which I'll just open it up a bit so you can see it. Yeah, you see that red line just there, which means it hasn't been rendered. So hit the return key, up comes the render box, and off it goes, rendering the 30 frames, which is the duration of the transition. This has been driving me absolutely nuts. You know, 5-minute clip's been taking me forever, but see there, it's now changed to green. But that's the only time it does it, is when you put a transition in. Whereas all the other clips I've seen on tutorials and all the rest of it, the whole top row. And what's worse, or more interesting, turn the iSight camera off, and as long as you don't close down the program, it still runs. Absolutely bizarre. Really can't work it out. Don't know if it's coincidence. But anyway, I've sort of come to the conclusion that to do anything on here, I need to turn the iSight on. I'll zoom in here and you can just have a look and see that everything's where it should be. You can see there the green line on the transition. We're in video 1 and audio 1. I haven't put a narration in on this one, but that would go on the next line down. Originally I did have a narration problem. That wouldn't work, but I uninstalled the whole program, reinstalled everything, and that seems to cure that. But it's just this bizarre problem, and that iSight seems to be the key. Absolutely bizarre. So I don't know if anyone's got any suggestions or comments about this. I don't know if it's something other people have suffered, whether it's a known issue. I have been on a forum trying to find out. There's a chap on there who's been really helpful, but he's come up with some good suggestions, but nothing seems to work. So I'm not going to save this program or this project, because it was just a test, and I'm just going to go into the Adobe Premiere Elements 10 and actually delete that project and the associated files. And then once I've done that, I shall delete the media cache as well, because it does build up rather. And there you go. So as I say, all comments welcome, good or bad, and I'll try out anything. So thanks for watching.